Hello!
Hello and welcome back to
I'm writing a poem.
To Doki Doki Literature Club. My name's Elaine.
I'm Lila.
And Lila's taking over the gameplay today, and we have just met everybody.
And I'm gonna fuck some bitches.
We're gonna write a poem, apparently.
Fear. Okay, well, shit. Death. She seemed really into death.
Oh, they respond.
Yeah. Landscape. She likes landscape.
Does it only tell you when you pick it, or do you have to
Yeah,
it tells you?
you have to pick it. Despise. Climax. Okay, climax.
Ah.
Horror.
Oh, are you going for her? Is that
I don't
what you
know.
want?
I'm just going for what I like.
Massacre?
Massacre, yes! Bouncy. Heaven. Okay.
Scar?
I was trying to pronounce. In my head, I read that like it was like
one word.
Heavenescent.
Ebony darkness to make
Raven way. Frightening. I'm pretty frightening. Parfait. Yes. Okay. Entropy.
You were gonna pick disarray.
Oh, disarray was an option?
Yeah.
Ocean. Depression. She's really into depression. Holy shit. Agonizing. Fluffy. Suicide. Papa?
Oh, of course.
Fickle. Cheeks. What the fuck is this?
Is that it?
Sucks. This is the poem that speaks to my soul.
Hi again. Glad to see you didn't run away on us.
I'm gonna move the mouse out of the way. No, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone was already hanging out.
Thanks for keeping your promise. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on! Like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Man, I wrote a poem for y'all.
Wait a damn minute. If you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it? Ma'am.
Interesting.
Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room.
Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga.
Manga is literature.
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back down in her seats.
Don't worry, guys. Help.
Okay, Kamsla always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Kamsla always gives his best.
Episode 2, Lila's decided to name her character Kamsla because she thought that it was the name of the save and not her fucking character because she doesn't know how to read even though she's joining the literature club.
No, Kamsla's my name. I've embraced it.
Next. He helps me with busy work without even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable.
Oh, Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once.
Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You guys can become good friends too.
Sayori.
You didn't stutter. I'm trying.
Sayori.
Slytherin snake.
I don't know how to read the fucking ellipses, so I just build your dying noises.
Yeah, we just use Minecraft dying noises.
As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into.
Oh! Yuri even brought you something today, you know. Wait, Sayori.
Me?
Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing.
What is it?
Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? Oh, I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking.
I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. Gesture. Any nice gesture.
You look so mad.
Gesture. It'll make me happy no matter what.
Is that so?
Yeah, I wouldn't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be.
Alright. Well, here.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't.
Sorry.
The ultimate anime betrayal.
Listen, I'm pretty sure they, like, fucking kill each other in this, so, like, as far as I'm...
And we could, you know...
read together?
Discuss it if you wanted.
This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book that she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
You should definitely read something, because Jesus. Well, you should practice reading out loud at home.
No. I like to be useless.
Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sarah and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second.
I don't know how to make...
But that only makes her hide her face deeper in the book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I'm out of this, sensing I made her uncomfortable.
Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed it in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... Lila, stop slurping!
I'm thirsty!
Okay, then say that and we'll take a break! It's gonna catch in the audio! And now I already read the dialogue!
Read it again.
I can't, it's gone!
Read it again. Read it.
I hate you.
Read it.
I hate you. Just keep going.
That's the book you gave me, right?
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to... Oh, wait, that's you. Never mind. Listen.
You know, I'm surprised we got this far without this happening. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason.
Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book?
Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them.
Ah, I see. Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. Start reading it now, asshole. No one's doing shit.
I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. It's gonna be really fucked up, I just know it is.
Some fucking Lovecrafty and Eldritch horror fucking shit. Is that so? What's it about anyway?
Well,
Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. Markov? Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover.
Alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away.
She hasn't read this book before.
No, I think she has. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison.
So relatable, girly. Oh my god.
And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart.
That's kind of dark, isn't it? You already made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden.
Are you not a fan of that sort of thing?
No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry.
I hope so.
Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reserved on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different.
I have a criticism for you, friend, that might help you. If you just take a break between... Because then when you stumble... You
I do that sometimes.
You can't redo the entire breath you've been doing.
I do.
And that's why I can't help you in post, because...
I wait a bit. I have been.
You got this. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. And suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their own-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry.
Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything.
Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much.
Why is this bitch me? I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all.
That's true. In fact,
no,
that's you.
In fact, got him, bitch!
It's fucking contagious.
Got him, bitch, you fucking dumbass.
I hate you so much, it hurts.
I might as well get started reading it, right?
You don't have to.
What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I just sit here, right? I slipped into the seat next to Yuri's.
Yeah.
Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive.
I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to.
Why are all these girls into me? I'm not used to this.
They're in a literature club. You think they look at men? You think men look at them? You think they have interaction with men outside of class?
One of the girls was like one of the popular girls.
Yeah, and she said she wasn't with the shits, so she left.
Fair enough. Did you read this or not?
Yes.
Okay.
That is reading in company with someone. You're in a literature club.
Yeah. What do y'all do here? I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything.
Alright.
I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I could feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particular... I can never pronounce it. Particularly... It's not a
particularly bad thing.
It's not a
You can just let me do it. It's okay. You can just go on.
Particularly is one word that, like, my fucking mouth never wants to say. Particularly.
Have you tried changing the vowel to, like, particularly?
Particularly. You just read the fucking line. Asshole.
It's not particularly a bad thing.
Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Bitch!
Sorry. I was just...
You really apologize a lot, don't you?
Oh, me too.
Me too, though.
Danielle.
We all just are just one fucking giant cycle of apologies.
Danielle is so... She got me feeling bad for her when I felt bad for me. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean...
Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk up and...
Why are you so smooth?
What? Oh, me?
Yeah.
Or the character?
Your character.
My character.
Not you.
I'm
Definitely
so
not
smooth,
you.
dude.
Definitely not you.
Then why don't you say his name? Why don't you say cum slut? It's so smooth.
I'm not saying it.
I slide my desk up...
Slapped?
I slapped my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then I hold my book more between the two of them.
Oh, I suppose so.
Yuri timidly closes her own copy. What if she just, like, reads a lot faster than me?
I was just thinking the same thing.
Yeah, what if I
Aren't
was
we
such
kinda
a slow
dumb?
reader? Yeah.
Aren't we kind of dumb?
Yeah, we don't read ever. It's going to take us, like, a million years to get through one fucking page. Once we lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Oh, scandalous. I feel like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess it makes it kind of difficult to turn the page.
Here.
Ooh, fucking... Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book open between her thumb and forefinger. Ah! I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page, and Yuri slides it under her thumb That way, I turn a page, and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Oh, that's you!
Are you ready?
Huh?
To turn the page.
Ah, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet.
Did her eye move?
Yeah, it did.
Okay.
She, like, side-eyed us.
Boombastic.
I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. Yeah, exactly.
That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. She looks like a criminal. Look at her.
She is a criminal. They kill. I'm sure they do some fucked shit.
It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me. Patient with her how?
Yeah. Thanks. Continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she's finished the page before me, so I turn it by my own
I mean, she has
volition.
She has already read the book.
Yeah. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her as she catches it under her own thumb. So sexy. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit.
It's an autobiography.
It is!
You think so? How does she?
Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. But she also second-guesses all the things she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like it can see into your head or anything. But they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. Why am I just analyzing her?
I see.
Yuri remains silent for a moment.
But that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that.
Wait! I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I didn't really know you're self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I meant
More meant that.
I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute.
Oh. What are you saying all of a sudden?
This... Read, bitch.
Okay, everyone.
Yeah, that was a fucking long time of just not doing anything. I wrote a poem for y'all.
I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Oh.
Yuri exhales, spared from finishing your thought.
Is that alright, Yuri?
Hang on, I just smudged my glasses. I haven't taken my allergy pills today, so I keep itching my fucking
I'm
nose.
so scared to make the wrong noise for these little, like, pauses. Because they sound...
Ah!
like that. Me sending that 1 second clip to Matt.
He's heard it all. Did you read that or no?
Yes.
Okay.
You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine.
Yuri releases her hand for the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you?
I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way.
Me, bitch, can't make decisions for shit. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know?
That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. You got homework?
Yeah. Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off the book, then slip it back into my bag.
Oh,
Get a
I can never. I get a bookmark.
Bitch.
By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night?
Yes, I did, bitch. Yeah. My relaxation ends.
Same.
I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before.
Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you start... Wow.
Dumbass.
I hate you.
Can't read your shit.
Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? Can't wait. I don't want to read all of their poems, I swear to God.
Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly...
Particularly and reluctantly.
No, I can say reluctantly. I'm just fucking stupid right now for a second. Natsuki and Yuri... I think Yuri reluctantly. Those 2 words are fucking
Take
me
a
up.
breath in between them.
Yuri... No. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. God damn it, I did it. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Oh god, we get choices now. Our first choice of the... Second choice, because we did...
Pick the poem.
Poems. Eeny, meeny, miny, okay. The gods of Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo have spoken. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. Okay. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first. Damn!
Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you.
Asshole. That's a little blunt.
Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. So... Oh, that's you.
So basically it's not cute enough for your tastes.
Do you want to get smacked?
Yes, please. I'll pass.
Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it.
Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Neat.
Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
No, you don't.
No, I'm so stupid.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced I wouldn't like it?
Well,
'Cause ass. If I brought that to a poetry workshop class, I would get my ass fucking demolished.
And not in the fun way.
Not in the fun way.
Because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
I absolutely do not understand.
That was a stupid poem. Fuck you, Natsuki. That was ass.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose.
Nice.
It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro.
I like her little tooth.
Oh, heck
Little
yeah,
fucking-
little anime tooth.
Little fucking... You know when cats... Like, little...
That's the inspiration for little anime tooth.
Oh, I love that.
I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that from her.
Oh, fuck.
Okay. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. Yuri. I think Yuri's gonna... She might like that.
Her?
Huh? As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten.
Exceptional.
What was that?
Did I say that out loud?
Yuri first covers her mouth, but that ends up covering her... Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. Ooh.
He's gonna hate me.
You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri.
That's... I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for?
Yuri takes a breath.
So, what kind of writing experience do you have?
Fuck all.
Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before.
Does it really? Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really.
Huh?
Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again.
Well, I know that. I just mean,
Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly.
Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing to recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened.
Someone get this bitch in a poetry workshop class. She'd be great. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert.
She's foreshadowing.
Yeah, she is.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though.
Yeah, she fucking hated it. Biased? How? We just talked to her!
Well... Never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I love to share my thought process behind it.
This is about to be the most fucked up shit I've ever read. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if this is a rare opportunity for her. Which in itself is kind of funny. After all, this isn't supposed to... After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Oh, it's in cursive!
I'm sorry, we're a Gen Z. We can't read cursive, actually.
Ghost under the light, the tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time, the last to yet be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Why is she bathing? Calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickens? The light flickers. I flicker back.
Is it bathing?
Bathing.
I'm dyslexic.
Yeah, bathing. She's bathing.
Yeah, it is. I see it now.
Bathing, I bathe. Why is she bathing? Stop bathing, bitch. Take a shower like a normal person.
I'm sorry, I have such
Shut
terrible
the
handwriting.
fuck up. What? I wasn't thinking about that at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
I don't read cursive. Ah. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
That's a relief.
Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild.
Yeah, I was expecting some fucking cosmic fucking horror, fucking the most insane thing I've ever read.
Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Unlike me, I'm gonna be pretty hard to digest when these bitches finally gang up on me and fucking eat my liver.
Crack me open like a crab.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Yeah, I don't know what in the...
Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all.
Really?
I almost said your name because I read it like an insult.
Yeah, you stupid cum slut. I must have totally missed the point. Yeah, he's so fucking dense. You know, in poetry, someone mentioning the ghost, they're not talking about actual ghosts.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost.
It's always symbolically. You're not talking about actual ghosts, you're talking about the symbolism of ghosts.
Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. And soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of it that. Whatever.
I hadn't even
That's
thought.
impressive. I haven't a single thought in my head ever.
Thought.
That's impressive.
It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too, so...
Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you.
You think so?
Yeah, of course.
You know, I was really nervous about doing all this. But in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm gonna keep doing my best for you.
For me? Why for me? Me too. I'm gonna keep doing my best for me too. Okay.
We've already been doing this for 30 minutes.
Monica.
Hi. Having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Me too.
Same.
Oh wait.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But isn't that sort of it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Dumbassery is so contagious.
It really is. If I was doing this by myself, I can assure you that this would be so smooth.
You're fucking dyslexic though, bitch. Like,
Yeah, but I
wouldn't be that smooth.
I think before I read when I don't feel like I'm being rushed.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem.
Great job. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you.
I guess you did, bitch. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort.
That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that efficiently, or effectively, wow, damn it. At least I have an excuse and I'm dyslexic. What do you got over there?
little bitty brain.
Both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel. Or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though.
Oh, I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet.
Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things.
I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a whole while. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this.
That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be whatever.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know.
I see. Well, let's read it then. Damn, bitch. Okay. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I was at home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in.
Jesus. So, what do you think?
It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not the right kind of person to ask for feedback.
That's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently.
Oh god.
It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes, when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later.
Good writing tip.
This is the best writing tip anyone could ever give.
Yeah.
Truly.
Absolutely. Rough draft is always supposed to be rough, even though
All it has
you
to
never
do
want it to be rough.
is exist.
It has to progress the story.
Another way to think about this is, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today.
Good advice, Monica. 10 out of 10.
Thanks for listening.
Alright. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
This is a good poem. Are you sure it's your first time?
Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time?
I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Yeah. It's my line, asshole. Get your own!
I'm gonna fucking body you. Get my own! I've been talking for 4 people this whole time!
Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayori. I'm not really sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny she's part of the reason I joined. Yeah, man just wants to fuck some bitches, knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then.
Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me get out of bed, make me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I would sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. I love it. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
No! just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast.
Even though you were late to school?
It's bad to skip breakfast.
Can't relate, though.
I get all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
This is so much fun. Monica's the best.
Yeah.
But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Are we just writing poems all the time now? Well, I guess I look forward to it. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated.
Same.
It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Everyone was, like, super nice. Oh. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes laying on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watched each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyes furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all.
Leave Yuri alone. She's trying her hardest.
Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it. And they did too.
Coward. Come Slut enjoyed the poem. Come Slut loved it's a good poem.
So based on that, I'll likely give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And they liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it.
Oh shit, the music stopped. Natsuki suddenly stands up.
Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
What is this music?
It's a Pokemon battle theme, but in the literature club. That's not what I... You're just...
Yuri stands up as well. They're about to fight.
Maybe you're just jealous that they appreciate my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more?
You didn't give advice.
You're
You're
about
just
to have
like,
to pick.
oh no.
Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Damn. Sayori, please step in.
Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one who's... I'm sorry, hold on.
Don't accuse her of stuffing. No.
I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as he started showing up. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... I can't do too...
This doesn't involve you.
I don't like fighting, guys.
She's gonna start crying. No! Suddenly both girls turned towards me as if they noticed I was standing there.
Nope.
Come, slut!
She's trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all about making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. That's like the opposite of poetry, but okay, pop off, queen.
Dude.
I'm sorry, I'm reeling from the... Help me explain that to her. Wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste.
You understand that, right?
Uh.
Well?
How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. They're asking this fucking dumbass who just came to the club for cupcakes what he thinks about their writing.
I guess he's hot shit.
But whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me.
I told you not to pick.
Who do you think we should side with?
You either make 2 enemies or 1. So you have to pick one of the girls fighting, because if you pick Sayori, then they're both gonna hate you.
I do like Yuri a little better.
I also like Yuri better.
We're going with Yuri. Urethra.
Shut up.
Natsuki. You're right that I liked your poem.
See?
Wait. That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different.
That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously.
I understand. Yuri.
Eh?
You're a seriously talented writer.
Sheesh!
It's no secret that I was impressed.
Well, that's...
But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute.
I see. I didn't notice that. I'm sorry.
But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place.
Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too?
Natsuki clenches her fists. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped, at this point, being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her.
Sometimes when I'm hurt...
Shut the fuck up.
It helps to take a walk and clear my head.
Sayori, she doesn't need to.
You know what? I'm gonna go do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now.
Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem up from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumples the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash.
Natsuki, she really didn't need to do that.
I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in the adjacent chair. Everything alright?
I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now.
No, Yuri! How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you.
Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, you're too kind. I'm thankful to have you a part of this club now.
It's nothing.
One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, you know, I would never do anything so shameful.
I mean, have her tits gotten bigger? I don't notice.
So...
What thing did Natsuki say? Why am I just... I know what she said. Why am I doing this?
Well, never mind that. I'm gonna go make some tea.
Ah, good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay?
Yeah. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing your poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it.
Oh, she's back.
It was alright. Well, mostly. How about you?
Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone.
Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. Damn it! And maybe you learned something from your friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better.
I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination.
Hey! No, you're not getting this. I won't allow it. Ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly hasn't been a while since Sayori and I spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier.
What do you mean?
You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often?
No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that.
It's about me. I'm the hot new guy, and they just want to impress me, and they're fighting over me.
Have you ever fought over a guy in your life before?
No.
Yeah, me neither.
Listen, because we weren't very dramatic people. We hung out with dramatic people, but like...
I'm your second choice you can have his ass. If there's even the possibility of a fight, you can have him.
We just all liked really different people.
Yeah. I already read that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do
No, he
you?
wants to fuck all of them. That's the problem. No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you.
You know, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too.
That's...
Every day is going to be so much fun.
It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to this kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but... doesn't really need to stop there. We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I say that more to myself than her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's do this.
Alright, thank you guys for tuning in to the second episode. We will be writing our poem in the next one.
time.
See you next time. Subscribe.
Goodbye. Bye.